He says, I'm a Muslim boy and I dance only on instrumental music. Only if I earn through dancing, will Allah or will all my earning be considered haram? And if I give zakah and go to Hajj with the earning, will my zakah and Hajj be accepted? Brother Waaz, thank you for entrusting us with this question. And I believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. And because of that, He puts in your heart the sense of fear of Him, love of Him, and that's why you're asking this question. And I believe you know very well that this job that you're doing, dancing on musical instruments and so on, is absolutely forbidden. And when a person does something haram, it may be one of two ways that you do it. One which is haram that would only hurt you personally, like for instance talking or listening to what Allah forbidden, for instance listening or watching the dancing and the music and all of that. In the other way, which is even worse and more dangerous, when you are presenting that to others, so that people who watch you will be committing the sin, and you will be earning a similar sin of everyone who earned that sin because of you, of course without affecting the sins of either one of you, whether the person who presented the haram or those who have watched him or listened to him. And nowadays this has been recorded on video, and it may be seen by a single clip on a YouTube could be watched by a million people, and the person will die, and his good or bad deeds will continue to either benefit or harm him, depending on how good or bad was his deed. Somebody who taught people how to recite Quran or inspired them to do something good in a short clip, then this person passed away, and the video is still there. Every time somebody watches it and acts upon it and teaches it to others or transfer the guidance in it to somebody else, there is a continuous reward to the person who initiated that work, even though he's already in the grave and passed away years or decades ago. The same if the person sang a song along with music, or as you say that dancing with musical instrument, and people get to watch you and they become fans of you, and you know that this is haram. There is no need to discuss the details why is it haram, because simply the Prophet ﷺ perceived all of that as not just haram but major sins. Major sins. Now your question is, what if you earn? So you're not doing this as a hobby, which is haram as well, rather you're taking this as a profession. So if you make money, create an income from dancing, and then you give zakah, you give in a charity, and you go for Hajj, will Allah accept that from you? Will all your earning be haram? Now, as far as all your earning, I don't know if you're earning from another resources. So if you're earning from a halal resource and a haram resource, they will be mixed. Right? The haram is haram and what is lawful is still halal. But to perform Hajj out of this unlawful earning, what will happen? As a result of that, a Hajj will not be accepted. That's a very harsh statement. I'm not making this statement on my own. This is what Allah says in the hadith, that when the person performs Hajj from an unlawful earning and he says labbaik Allahumma labbaik, a caller from heaven would respond to him saying la labbaik wa la sa'daik, zaduka halalun wa zaduka haramun wa maluka haram. Your provision is from unlawful earning, and your money and your spending and your mount or ride provided for from unlawful earning. وَحَجُّكَ مَأْزُورٌ غَيْرُ مَقْبُولٍ, and your Hajj will not be accepted. Rather, you will be earning the sin as a result of earning unlawfully and spending, even if you spend it in a charity or in Hajj. So this is a very serious warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we have a much more beautiful statement in this regard, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Inna Allah ta'ala tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiba." Allah the Almighty is good, and He only accepts that which is good, which is lawful, which is from halal. So please, you have to understand, as a believer, your provision has already been preordained for you. If you think that that is the only source of rizq for you, that is not true. If you quit what you know for sure that it is haram, or even if you have the least doubt, if you quit that for the sake of Allah and start searching for a lawful resource, Allah the Almighty most definitely would not abandon you. Rather, He will support you, because Allah the Almighty promises, "Man taraka shay'an lillah, abdalahu Allahu khayran min." He whosoever abandons, gives up on anything for the sake of Allah, Allah will replace it for him with something which is much better in Allah's sight. Halal, better provision, more barakah and blessing, and so on.